Good evening, Tampa Bay, and all the 60 countries that we communicate to. This is the Rockit Man Show, and we're ready to rock on with some news and anything else that you can use. Oh, this is our time to do a little rant about a few things here and there. There's a lot of things going on in the news about, you know what it is. It's there's a big buzz going on about with cannabis. So we want to talk about that as well. We usually have somebody on here on Sunday nights called Captain Cannabis, and he usually does his song. I mean, he usually does his program. I'd like to catch it sometime. Maybe he'd like to come on to my show sometime. Anyway, we're going to start off with some rock news and everything you can use. Now, Kiss canceled a Rock Hall Hall of Fame performance just because they could.
Well, really, if you're Kiss, you pretty much can do whatever you want.
Yeah. Hey, who was that? Who's that? Anyway, that's hungry. Well, I should be winging it right here, just like I'm always doing. I can barely see this. I need more lighting in here, or something. I don't know. Anyway, how you doing there, Chris?
Oh, not too bad.
Yeah,
not too great. Just about right. I'm in that Goldilocks era.
Well, I'm anticipating a lot of different things, especially going to do that parade next month on the 22nd. I'm going to be in the parade with my band Stingray.
Nice.
Yeah, there'll be thousands in the streets. I got to get some extra large beads so that they can all rant over them like they did last year.
See, I get the extra large beads and I just start beaming them at people.
Well, you know, I had the regular beads and then I had the extra large beads that everybody was like going, "Yo, throw them, not the others."
Right. I don't see what people get so crazed about. They're plastic beads. I mean, they cost less than like 3 cents to manufacture, and they probably cost less than 5 cents each.
Well, you know what? Women will do strange things for them, especially bare their breasts over them.
And I don't understand that. I mean, it's a freaking plastic bead.
Yeah.
I mean, if it was pearls, or a tennis bracelet, I could see them going nuts over that.
Well, it's the luster that they have, or something like that,
or the lack thereof.
Yeah, the lack thereof. Well, you'll find out every time you go to the Gasparilla, or in this case, the Chatsco Fiesta on the 22nd is when I'm going to be in that. I got to call them up and tell them I want to be the last float, just like last year. I will be the last float.
You're going to be the Santa of Gasparilla?
Yeah. Listen, we'll be the sandbar out there. Yeah. That ought to be a lot of fun. There's like so many bars out there that are catering to this. I know the guy that's running the whole parade thing, so it wasn't hard to get in on where I needed to, but I'm gonna request the back. You know how people remember the first and last thing that they say,
right?
Or they see. That's what I wanted to try and put into effect. Because I'll be the last float,
right? Just
like last year.
First and last impressions.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the big ones.
The band in front of us had to have the generator.
Yeah.
We got up to with the 21st century and used an inverter.
There you go.
No sound whatsoever to have to go overcome. Yeah, like a generator. That thing was god awful loud. Yeah, they had to compensate for that big time.
Well, I know generators have gotten quieter and quieter over the years, but they get also more expensive the quieter they get.
Now, if you want a really good one that's quiet and very light, go with Honda.
Yeah. Honda makes really good generators.
I mean, I've seen some that you could put inside your backpack. You know, they're that small. You know,
I don't know if I'd want a generator with a tank of gasoline sloshing around in my backpack though.
That would be a discouraging thought, there, wouldn't it?
But you ought to just get yourself some solar panels and just put them on the top of the vehicle.
Actually, I'm going to be installing about a bunch of solar panels on an island soon.
Would this be the same party island that you've been referring to?
Yes. I can't go into it too much.
Right. It's hush hush.
Well,
it's on a need to know basis, and none of us need to know yet.
Well, I'll be keeping everybody posted of when everything comes about.
He'll be declassifying information as it becomes available.
Yes, if I have to tell you now, I'll have to kill you.
Well, not only do you have to kill me, but you have to kill all the millions of viewers who are watching, and that's a lot. That's a long day.
Yeah, that'd be a really long day. Anyway, this is the Rocket Man Show. We want to see how many of you are out there that heard about a lot of things that are going on in the rock and roll world. I wish I had some light on this. I can hardly see that. David Lee Roth is performing with the. Okay. Van Halen's David Lee Roth performs with Beach Boy Van Halen frontman David. Okay. Oh, well, I'm not doing so good today. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm doing just about right.
Yeah, well.
Again, that Goldilocks era. That's just where I'm sitting. You like porridge?
Yes, I actually do.
Yeah, I've never had it, but I figured since I mentioned Goldilocks, I would mention porridge.
Oh, do you like stone soup, too?
No.
Oh, no. Huh. Anyway, this is the Rocket Man Show. We want to get some people calling in on rants and everything that you have to say. If you're in a band or you're a musician, you'd like to be on the radio, just give us a call. What's that number, sir?
That would be 813-639-8255. 8255. I swallowed the last number there.
Yes, I saw that.
And it was so yummy.
Reminds me of that Sesame Street thing where they go 5. Ah!
It's 5.
Oh, is that like the vampire guy?
Count. I forgot what his name. There was the Count that they just referred to the.
Well,
Count.
it ain't Count Chocula.
No, it's not Count Chocula. They just referred to him as the Count, and it's because he counted a lot.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
There was actually there was a parody that someone did of the Count, and you'd see the Count, and they made a puppet, and you would see the top back head of another Muppet that would walk in front of him, and then do this, and he'd go, one blowjob, and they would go away, and then another one would come up, two blowjob, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Anyway, moving right along. I should have brought that comedic act with me. I didn't think about that one.
Well, I'm a producer, not a comedian.
All right. Well, hey, we'll think of something next.
So, where do you go when a ghost is chasing you?
Where do you go when a ghost is chasing you? There isn't really nowhere to go to.
Into the living room.
Why?
The living room.
Oh, okay. I actually lived in a haunted house at one time.
Of course you did. I mean, who else could be able to brave a haunted house?
Well,
or did you not know it was haunted when you moved into it?
I didn't know it was haunted when I moved into it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like, I could just see you going, the house is haunted? I'll live there.
Well, in this house, there was a couple of children that would make noise at night, and what the thing was is no children lived there.
Come play with us, Rocky Man.
And they'd start up noise and stuff, and I'd tell them to shut up and let me go to sleep, and they listened.
Did you tell them to go to their rooms too?
No, I didn't quite do that. But
you tell them if they didn't, they were grounded.
You can actually hear and see spirits there in this house.
Interesting.
It was in a place called Tarpon Springs, Florida.
Yeah, I know where Tarpon Springs is.
Yeah, well,
it's where tarpons spring out, right?
This house was built in 1905, I think.
It had to be somewhere in the teens or in the O's, because then it wouldn't be legitimately haunted.
And this guy that killed his two children and buried them under the house.
Oh, well, there you go. That'll do it every time.
And they haunted the house ever since, yeah.
Interesting.
So, it's quite a thing, especially when you're looking on the wall, and you can see that some shadows are being emitted onto the wall, but nothing's emitting these shadows.
Interesting.
Those are I've been told those were supposed to be like demons and stuff like that. That you see a shadow of them on the wall. We've actually had some weird occurrences go on there.
Yeah. Like
it took one woman and made her shake up like this, up and down. Yeah.
Interesting.
This is a true fact about this thing, and if I could find a paranormal type of a company that would like to investigate this, they would find it very interesting.
Maybe you should call the Discovery Channel. I know they have several. I think maybe ghost hunters.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they have a show there that might be able to do that. And that'd give them a good show.
Well, I'd have to first rent this place again.
Oh, well,
It was almost like a 5-bedroom house.
How long did you live there?
About a year and a half, 2 years. About a 5-bedroom house we were getting for $300 a month.
Well, maybe you can call the landlord or whomever owns it and says, "Hey, remember I lived there at some point in time and I found it to be haunted. I'm going to call ghost hunters."
That'd be a little hard to do. The guy lives in Greece.
Email?
I'd have to find out who actually owns it anymore.
Well, that's actually not difficult anymore. I mean, there's this wonderful invention called Google.
Well, yeah, but I could also go to the courthouse there, too.
Oh, that requires walking and driving somewhere and asking people to something where you can just type it in.
The reason I knew some of the history on this is because we went to the courthouse, and it showed some history on what happened there. That was a long time ago.
Interesting.
Anyway, this is the Rocket Man Show. We're always trying to go into just about any kind of subject. I'd like to read the rock news to you, but I'm having a little trouble reading it myself.
Is the print really, really small?
Well, here, take a look.
Let's see.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, that is small.
Yeah,
let's see here.
It's a little small, and
so Death on Greg Alma.
And there you go.
Set.
You can do the commentary.
Greg Alma was released. Alma released a statement after a crew member was killed and 7 other people were injured on the set of filming his forthcoming biopic. Okay, Midnight Rider. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to add some commentary to that?
No, not really. Midnight Rider is one of the theme songs I was going to have for the next car that I was going to build, most likely a Mustang.
Nice.
I'd like to be able to build another 200-mile-an-hour car again.
That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, my last car used to do wheel stands all the time. I love that. Can you imagine how much that power feels like? And you're just stomping on it, and your front end's raising up like this, and you're going down the street. It's totally awesome.
That does sound awesome.
Mm.
All right, what's next here? After Bridge, singer reveals details of his Led Zeppelin audition. And then it doesn't end the sentence. Okay, interesting. Alter Bridge and Slash singer Miles Kenney shared the inside story of his 2008 audition with Led Zeppelin on the recent edition of his VH1 classic, The Metal Show. And the video of the episode is available to stream online.
Okay.
Nice. All right. Newstead canceled tours. Newstead canceled tours dates, including Soundwave Festival. Former Metallica bassist Jason Newsted announced that his band Newstead have been forced to cancel their upcoming tour dates. Any thought of why they might do that?
Probably they blackballed him or something.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Nazareth revealed new singer. Nazareth has named fellow Scott Linton Osborne as a replacement for lead singer Dan McCafferty. Sorry, I'm going blind here too. Who was forced to retire last year due to his ill health. What kind of ill health was he dealing with?
I have no idea. Steve Perry had to back away from Journey because of his ill health.
Yeah, I do remember that.
He's got more than one problem, though.
Right. Interesting. Metallica have 1,200 riffs for new album. Metallica guitarist Kurt Hemmelt, I'm sorry, I cannot speak today, says that the band have to start working on their next album soon, and they have 1,200 riffs to choose from. So, I understand, with guitarists, it's all about the riffs and everything, because they have, tons of riffs. You can have several different riffs for one song. So they're basing their album on the number of riffs and not the number of songs. That's interesting.
Well, when the Beatles started coming out with albums, they used to have songs where they called fillers.
Right.
If they didn't have enough of ones that they favored, they'd just make up something that would take up time.
Right.
And that's the way it worked for them for a while.
Jimi Hendrix to be featured on U.S. Stamp.
Oh, joy.
Oh, Lord. Late guitar legend Jimi Hendrix is set to be featured on a forthcoming U.S. postage stamp as part of the United States Postal Service U.S. Musical Icon Series.
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix on a stamp.
That could be a collector's item after time.
Very well. I could see that being a collector's item.
If you get a plate block of it.
Oh, absolutely. That'd be definitely worth some money. So I'm just wondering if it's going to be the self-adhesive stamps or if I'd actually have to lick Jimi Hendrix. That's an interesting, yeah. Let's see here. Hawkwind abandoned North America tour plans. Hawkwind have abandoned plans for their first tour of the U.S. and Canada in decades after a series of incidents which threatened the well-being of band and crew became too difficult to overcome. Who the heck is threatening these guys?
I have no idea. We'd have to look that up.
See, what a lot of people don't see here is that I'm holding a piece of paper with all these headlines. And it gives a little sting on each one, and there's a little thing where it says more, and it's underlined, like I could click on it. And I'm sitting there clicking on this piece of paper, and nothing's happening.
That's a wonder. You'll have to add some more batteries to it. There you go.
I thought this must be one of those. This must be a 1.0 tablet of some kind.
Yeah, it's laser infused. You know,
okay.
you're not actually holding paper there. It's all fake. You know.
Oh, okay. It's paper. It's paper mache, is what it is. Let's see. Although I like the fact that they used for font, the font they used for Rock News Info is the same font they used for Vic Firth drumsticks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at it right now, going, "Oh yeah, it looks like Vic Firth." Oh, what do you know? It is Vic Firth.
That's what I use for my drumsticks.
That's what I use for my drumsticks. I've been using Vic Firth since I was in middle school marching band.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay. Led Zeppelin again. Then let's see here. Then as it was revised and updated. Okay.
You know, they should bring Led Zeppelin back and use Jason Bonham as the drummer.
Yeah.
And just come back as Led Zeppelin again. They would make millions.
Well, it says here a revised and updated edition of Led Zeppelin, then as it was, at Newsworth, 1979, by author David Lewis, focuses on the band's appearance at the UK event. Is that? I guess I'm assuming this is like a biography about Led Zeppelin.
I'm not really sure.
I'm not familiar with David Lewis or Dave Lewis.
Yeah. Rocket Man's getting a little tired.
You just realized you made millions of people do the same thing.
Probably have just about now.
Let's just see how many people we can get to yawn. I just wish we could have a graph on screen that shows how many people you're yawning.
Let's see how many hits we can get from this yawn.
Yeah, we've gone completely round the bend, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, way over the bend.
Let's see here.
I'm still hanging on to the ledge.
By a wing and a prayer.
Actually, I used to be quite the climber of mountains and stuff.
Is there anything that you haven't done?
I haven't flown any airplanes yet.
I've done that.
Well, you've got one on me.
There we go. I've got that much on you.
I've used simulators to fly airplanes.
That's just a really fancy video game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I mean, I've flown some very sophisticated flight simulators. You know, F-16 simulators, C-130. I mean, these are actually rooms that you go into that are on hydraulics, and and the cockpit looks identical to the actual cockpit of the C-130 or the F-16 or whatever aircraft you're flying. And then it has the windows, and outside the windows are all these monitors that are in a panoramic view. And so whenever you turn, the whole room turns with you. So, I mean, it's pretty sophisticated, but you're still not pulling G's. You're still not feeling everything that you would feel in an actual aircraft. But, I mean, it's pretty darn close.
There's a place in Dunedin that does simulators.
I've seen it. I saw it. I actually was on Groupon trying to find a date for a girl that I was dating at the time. And they were offering a deal for like, $150 for an hour. You and a buddy of yours could go into these two simulators and dogfight each other. I was like, "Oh, dude, I got to try this out." But
$150.
$150 for 1 hour.
Wow, that's still a lot of money to put.
I'm just going. I was thinking to myself, how much is it at normal price? I mean, because that's a Groupon deal, and Groupon is an online coupon. For those of you who don't know, go to Groupon.com or go to your app store via Android or iPhone, and you can download it and find all kinds of local deals. So if you need to find a good date,
yes, go to Plenty of Fish. That if you want to find a good date.
Yeah, no, I gave up Plenty of Fish a long time ago.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, you must share your secrets about what's the best way to pick them up.
Actually, talk to them in person.
Yeah, that's usually good.
I mean, that's what we did before Al Gore invented the internet.
Well, I don't know if Al Gore actually invented the internet.
Well, I don't think he did either, but I like to say that just to be sarcastic.
Okay. Well,
what show is this again?
This is the Rocket Man show. Oh, no.
And we talk about basket weaving 101, right?
Yes, basket weaving.
Which is what we do a lot of when we're in the funny farm, where they give us the jackets and make us hug ourselves all day long.
Mm-hmm.
The funny white jackets.
Yes, I want to check out Obama's funny farms here. You know, he's signed a thing for $1 trillion to put out for farmers to actually grow marijuana in this country. He's actually finding a way to make it legal in this country. So I can see a lot of things going on when it comes to cannabis.
Yes, Mary J.
Let's see. I've got some headlines here.
I'm not seeing anything else on here that's really rock related. Justin Bieber drops new song "Broken." The singer's video for "Baby" also becomes the most watched clip ever on Vivo. Yeah. So I don't know how you feel about, the Bieber fever, or but I'm very much against him.
Yeah, I heard he's got one of them sexually transmitted diseases now.
Oh really? Is there any facts to that? I mean, is there proof to
that? I couldn't say yet. I'd have to look it up.
My daughter, when he first came out, just was in love with him, and then one day she told me, she said, "Daddy, I don't like Justin Bieber anymore." I was like, "Well, why not?" Because he cheats on his girlfriends.
Oh.
I'm like, "Well, I could have told you that was going to happen." Fame gets to his head, and then that's the end of it.
Yeah, well, what can you do? Yeah. I'm looking up something right now here. Let's see here.
Let's see.
Okay, cannabis is going into the energy program. They're going to make biodiesel out of marijuana.
Interesting.
That's different,
So it's kind of like, would it be like corn oil diesel, except it's going to be with cannabis?
Okay, this is what I was looking for. President Obama signed the $1 trillion farm bill earlier this month, legalizing the cultivation of hemp in 10 states, including extreme biodiesel and cannabis home state of California. Yeah, that's definitely home state of California.
I'd imagine California would be all over that.
Uh-huh.
Does it mention any of the other states?
No, not really.
I can't imagine Florida being one of them yet.
Damn, I just lost it.
Oh, should have gotten an iPhone.
Well, it's not an iPhone, but it's
Dead air.
Dead air, yeah, dead air.
We don't like dead air.
Can't have dead air now. I'm trying here. I'm trying to get this up here. Well, okay, Obama signed a $1 trillion farm bill legalizing the cultivation of marijuana in 10 states. I don't know what it says for which states here. Most likely it'll be Colorado and Washington State, of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. This thing's here. I'm not used to this.
26 to the top of the hour here on Rocket Man, being played here at TalkWadStudios.com. If you want to call in and talk about the legalization of the cultivation of cannabis, call in at area code 813-639-8255. That is area code 813-639-8255. Oh, I have to read this?
Yes, you have to read this. Just watch the touchscreen. Sometimes it'll get away from you.
Did I mention I'm dyslexic? I used to lay in bed every night and pray to dog that my dyslexia would go away.
Okay.
Okay, it was okay.
Yeah. I walked right past that one.
All right. Extreme cannabis aggressively merging marijuana industries with energy sector. New York. Access wire. Extreme Biodiesel and Company. Mission to provide a cost-effective, high-energy alternative diesel fuel. Create green jobs to reduce environmental impact of fossil fuels and diminish U.S. reliance on foreign oil. While the company resides in the energy arena, it has gotten creative in other industries to make its energy plan work. In the process, stumbled upon what could be two very lucrative features: a future in energy and a future in cannabis. Well, I think we already knew that cannabis had a future in cannabis, but unless I misread that or something.
That cannabis is actually considered to be the wonder plant because you can make wonderful things from it.
And you feel wonderful when you partake in it.
Well, that too, but it's not just that. You can make any construction materials out of it.
Right.
You can make biodiesel out of it, or another kind of fuel. There's almost an endless list of things that the plant is actually good for. A lot of people used to use it for rope all the time.
Oh yeah.
Hemp, being the strongest thing for rope. I think people are finally waking up and saying, "Hey, this is what we should have here," instead of say alcohol. There's a good and a bad, with anything, but most of everything when it comes to cannabis is good. Yep. There's a lot of people that can be cured from just ingesting something from the marijuana plant.
Interesting. I personally have never tried marijuana, so I can't really vouch for its effects. I never have.
Never have.
Not once.
Well. Okay. Well, I can't have the Rocket Man can't say that,
I mean, I don't think people who've tried it or who use it are necessarily evil. It's just not something that I've ever really pushed for. I was when I was in high school, I was really pushing for the Air Force Academy and didn't want to have anything screw that up, and so I never really got into it.
Okay.
And just never had any desire to try it out.
When I was in school, I didn't have anything about it either. I waited till after I got out of school. Anyway,
I'm gonna hand you your phone back now.
Okay, well, yeah. So the big tablet.
Yes, the tablet that doesn't click on anything. It's an anti-clicking tablet.
All right. What time we got there?
We're down to 11 minutes before we're gonna cut you off.
11 minutes left.
11 minutes.
Let's try something from from the audio files.
Now we gotta look for it.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully we have something here. Let's see here.
Yeah, it would be nice. What kind of tracks do you have there?
Let's see here. Let's just see what this track does here.
Okay.
Oops, I actually have to click on it.
We are checking audio files. Let's see if there's something you would like out there.
Yeah, no, let's not do that one. What's this one? No.
Nope, not that one either.
Let's see what this one does. Yeah, no.
I don't think any of those files are... Well,
oh, that sounded awesome. Yeah, let's see here.
Is there... That don't sound like anything from local bands there.
I'm just hitting whatever they've got in here. I don't know what all they have in here. Let's just open up. Where did it go?
Okay.
Talk to me, Rocket Man. What else is going on in the world?
Well, we still have Obama as our president. That's That's always a bad thing. At least until 2016, is it right? Isn't that true?
You know what? I honestly don't know. I think that's somewhat correct.
Unless, of course, he abolishes the thing where you can don't have to put a limit on the
Term limits.
On term limits, yeah. And he's trying to push for that.
What was the band that you normally have us play?
Shinebox Live.
Let's just scroll down here and see if we got that on here. Scrolling down.
It doesn't even tell you which band is which on there, does it?
No.
You got one by Sunshine and Bullets.
Let's see. You're scrolling down, scrolling down, scrolling down.
Does it give the name of the band?
Well, some of them it does, but some of them it doesn't. I got tons of it says unknown artist and various artists.
Okay, let's try one.
Let's see what various artists comes up with. Let me find it again. No.
I don't think so.
No. We don't like that. We don't like that.
Oh, no.
Let's see what this one does. No.
Let's go back.
Yeah,
let's go where we're in familiar territory.
Let's go by genre. See if anything's listed by genres. Let's see here. We want jazz, right?
No. Rocket Man always wants rock and roll.
Let's see what's. It says demo CD. It's by Head State.
Never heard of them.
I haven't either.
That'll be fine.
All right. You're listening to track 2 by Head State.
The Head of State. It reminds me of Alice in Chains.
Yeah, a little bit. You don't seem too thrilled or inspired by this.
No, not at all, man.
Why don't we go ahead and let's go ahead and kill that. That was
It sounded like a jumble of music.
It did.
Yeah. It lacked structure.
It lacked a lot of things.
Yeah, including appreciation.
Let's see here.
All right, you've got tons of artists up there, don't you?
Yeah, I just don't know which one.
Get the one that has more than one song.
Let's see here. I don't know. I'm real leery to play in this because I don't know who owns this. If we have permission to play this on air or not.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be in there if you didn't have.
No, don't count on that. Don't ever count it because I'm not the only one that uses this computer. Some people like to say, hey, I just want to hear what it sounds like real quick, and they throw it in there. I mean, heck, I've got Rush in here. I know I don't have permission from Rush to play.
Oh, we'll play some Rush. Yeah, hey, how about that?
That'll knock us off air for sure. Well, we're down to our last 5 minutes. Is there anything big coming up with Stingray?
Stingray will be in the Chasco Fiesta Parade on the 22nd of March. Everybody who appreciates hard rock and metal, come on out. We'll be probably the last float out in this parade.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun for us.
Any word on the album that you guys are putting out?
Well, we're still doing some recording, so it's going to take some time.
Right. How far along are you guys?
We're still in the beginning stages.
You're still in tracking, yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a little while before we get anything going there.
How many songs?
We're doing a 10-song album.
Okay, cool deal. And where are you recording this album at?
At Stingray Studios LLC. We're here at recording studios and rehearsal studios, which is also Stingray record label too. So if any of you bands out there are looking for a place to rehearse or even do some recording, go out to Stingray Studios Tampa. And go out to one of my favorite places in Newport Richey, the Boulevard Lounge. Is where I usually go to for the open mic out there.
And it's where you lounge in the Boulevard?
Yeah, that's the place I call Cheers.
Oh, because sometimes you just want to go where everybody knows your name.
Yep. I'm not even going to sing that song.
Oh, why not? Why not?
Well, I'm still waiting for you to find some Shine Box on there.
I'm honestly, I can't find anything on here. What we need to do is we need to have stuff that's pre-queued, ready to go, and because everything right now that's theirs is mixed in with everyone else's, and it's just track 1, track 2, track 3, and I can't really differentiate which one is which.
Yeah.
So we got to figure something out on that.
Oh, unless you go through each and every one of them.
Which I'm not going to do in the next 2 minutes because that's what we're down to. So anyhow.
Well, it's nice to be able to come up here and do a broadcast like this. I thank God for this show. And I think that everything will go on as planned in the future. At least one could always hope. And we want to say this is the Rocket Man Show. We want to thank you all for joining us. We usually do this every Monday from 9 till 10 every week. So one of these times we're going to have some musicians in here, and they're going to play for us. So keep things going on. There's going to be some big names in the future here. To come into the show. So this is the Rocket Man Show. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you up here Monday night next week from 9 till 10. Good night.
You've been watching the Rocket Man Show on Talk One Network in Tampa, Florida.